Hello Virgo, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I will be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck. Excellent. You got Love. The Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. Oh, so beautiful. Very nice. So happy to see this card. So this message is not something that this person is trying to send to you, okay? This is not me channeling something that they're saying. This is me looking into the feelings and emotions that are deep down inside and things that they're just not telling you. So this is what I'm looking into. And of course, for some of you, you may notice that the energies may seem reversed. The only reason that is because you do attract and intermingle, I guess, energetically, if I'm trying to say that correctly. So we do intermingle and mix the energies with one another when we are thinking about the other person. So for some of you, you may feel that this is actually you, but my intention is I'm looking into the person of interest. That's the other person. So if this does resonate with you, that's great. The parts that don't, you can apply that to somebody else. Somebody else needs to hear that message at this point. But my main point is that I'm looking into the feelings and emotions. Holy smokes, you got feelings and emotions of this person. This is like phenomenal. Wow. This particular one, Virgo, you guys, wow. There's a lot of love. There's so much love. It's a ridiculous amount of love. And it's past life love. This is my past life card. I like calling that my past life card. I've noticed certain trends, so I've decided to put some labels on the type of cards that I have. I interpret these cards very differently from the original deck. They have their own true meanings, no doubt about that. But for some reason, I interpret them in a very different way. Okay. And what I don't know why I interpret them differently, but it works out for me. All right, and I guess it works out for most of you as well. Virgo, you have some really nice cards here, but you also have some challenging cards. You have your pleasure, love, victim, mystery, wild woman, feelings and emotions, awakening, boundaries, followed by energy under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. So I'm going to express to you, Virgo, what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. Of course, this is somebody that you already know, somebody you're aware of, or that person is aware of you. If you don't know who I'm talking about, then at this moment in time, this reading is not meant for you. This is for those of you that are already in a connection with somebody energetically. All right. I'm going to begin now. My dear Virgo, I have never been in a connection in my life which has been to the extent of this one. I feel this crazy amount of pleasure. I feel this intense physical and spiritual pleasure with you in my life. There is so much happiness that just radiates all around me, even inside of me, when I think of you. And I realize now that I'm not falling in love with you, but I already am in love with you. I'm so in love with you. My heart, my mind, my body, it's all yours. Everything that's inside of me, I want to give you pleasure. I want to take some pleasure from you. But I know that I have been very manipulative in the past. I was not supportive, and I was not truthful. I have been the type of person that has overindulged. I was that person that took you for granted. I was that person who manipulated you emotionally, psychologically, and physically. I know that was me, and I made you a victim. I have victimized you. I'm not proud of it, but I did it because I didn't know any better, and that's what I do. That's what I did. But now I realize that, oh my goodness, how could I have done this to somebody who makes me feel as though they are sacred? You are sacred to me now. It's almost as if I could worship you. That's how much I love you. There's something about you that is just out of this world, so unique, so different, so beautiful. My heart can feel you. You visit me in my dreams. Sometimes I can smell your scent, even though you're not here. It's like you're all around me, even though you're not near. I feel you. And I hope and I know that you probably feel me too. I'm still trying to put my finger on this. I don't know what kind of connection we have, but I do know that it's a spiritual connection, and I have been asking the universe, why is it that my Virgo came into my life? Why now? Why not so many years ago? Why not in the far future? Why now? I know it's difficult for you to believe me because I have been very deceitful. I have not been truthful. I have spoken lies. I have said certain things, but I've left out many. I have twisted words, taken out sentences from paragraphs. What you don't know won't hurt you. But that is me being deceitful. And I can't do that anymore, because now I do feel genuine feelings and emotions for you. And I've awakened to the understanding that these boundaries can no longer exist, because I love you too much. I want to break down these boundaries. I want them out. I want them gone. They can no longer exist in this connection, because I love you and I want you. I also feel that this connection just brings this spark into my life. My energy centers come to life like an electric current, this electricity that exists inside of me because of you. I can actually feel your energy. My chakra centers just, you have a way of twirling them. You twirl them. And I like it when you twirl them, because it's you. Virgo. Oh my God, I love it. I have not read something so sweet in a while. It's nice to see this. This person's completely goo-goo gaga over you now. My goodness, this person just wants you. But yes, there is some struggle, right? You do have that. They know that they've not been truthful to you. They know that they have taken you for granted and taken advantage of you. They know this. They also know that there are boundaries that exist now. Distance between the both of you. And it's important that there's not distance. This person, he or she, wants to close the distance. They want to get rid of the boundaries. And why do they want to do that? Because they have genuine love, feelings, and emotions for you. These two are the best cards in this deck. For me, that's how I interpret these cards. Love, feelings, and emotions. This is a general love reading, right? You know, what more can you get? This is really good. Really nice. But many of you, Virgo, you felt that this person really, really took advantage of you so badly, where you have felt victimized. The card itself is called Victim. Many of you have felt victimized. Okay. Let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. So I'm going to have a look at some feelings or emotions that this person had, certain things that they were not telling you that started to increase the problems in this connection. So blockages, things like that. So we have transformation, and then we have Queen of Staves. So let's have a look at transformation. This talks about changes and endings and new beginnings, transformations. What they needed to do in the past was they needed to allow something to die in order to create something new, to have room for something new to be created. This person was fearing loss from change. There is a sense, and there was a sense of stagnation. They were resisting changes and resisting transformations. They were resisting trying to end something or even try to begin something new. What they needed to do is move on into a new direction, but there was the inability to do so, and they were just being rigid. Okay, plain and simple. You wanted this person to change. This person did not change. Why? Because they did not want to change. Plain and simple. Transformations. This person's rigid. They just don't change. They don't want to transform. They don't want to adjust. We have the Queen of Staves. The Queen of Staves should hopefully tell us why they don't want to change. I hope we get the why. Queen of Staves. Okay. Power and cleverness and talent. This person was waiting too long to use their forces, and they were not allowing and showing the world what strengths they had. They were feeling quite powerless. There was a lack of wit and wisdom. Enthusiasm and action. They had a lack of intelligence and power. They were not as clever. There you go. That's what the reason is. So this person was simply being extra cautious because they did not know that if they made a move with you, they did not know if that move was going to be right for them. So this person was not as experienced as you. This person did not have a lot of wit. They did not have a lot of wisdom. They did not have a lot of emotional intelligence. They did not have a lot of experience in love and relationships, which is why they felt comfortable where they were, because that is what they knew, and that is where they were safe. If they changed, that made them nervous and scared. And so they did not transform. They stayed in this mindset. So this is something that happened in the past. Some of you might know this. Some of you might not know this. But this is something that happened with this individual. It was very difficult for them to move on simply because they didn't know any better. All right. Let's have a look at any actions, any plans, or any intentions that this person has towards you for the coming future. Oh, Five of Cups. They do feel that many things have happened in the past that could have changed, could have been better, but they were not at the time. Strength card, really nice card. So, once upon a time, this person felt worthless and useless. This person did not have confidence anymore. However, they are going to gain that confidence back, and they are going to try to win you back, bring you back into their life. However, they are still feeling tied down. External forces are holding this person down. You have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas, guys. Really nice. Even though, Virgo, this person wants to be with you, there are external influences that are stopping this person from being with you the way that you would like them to be. This person's, the eyes are blindfolded, the ears are closed, eyes are shut, the hands are tied, legs are tied, surrounded by swords, being watched and looked upon like a hawk is watching them. So this person has a lot of struggle. There are certain types of restrictions and constraints that they have to deal with, and they're finding it very difficult. Now, in their heart, Virgo, do they want you? Yes, they do. Do they love you? Yes, they do. Are there restrictions and constraints and burdens and responsibilities that this person has? Yes, they do. That is the reason why there is an issue here. There's certain things that are holding them back. This could be family, this could be health-related issues, this could be taking care of somebody else, this could be financial issues, it could be many problems, but there's restrictions and constraints here. They do realize with the Justice card that they want to make things right because things were not equal before. Remember, who was the victim, right? Someone here was the victim, and now there's a need to bring things to justice. This is the Justice card. Wanting to make things right. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme is the Empress card. We have here looking at the long term. This person looks at you as the embodiment of all of the good qualities and characteristics of all of the beautiful queens. This person sees you as somebody who is superior, somebody who is abundant, prosperous, a long-term thinker, somebody who's also fertile, somebody who is nurturing, caring, and protecting, and always looking at the future. I mean, this is the perfect mate, okay? Even if it's a female, this is the divine feminine. This is the feminine qualities, even in a man, as well as we are women. But this is something that's very sweet and very loving. This person really wants to be with you. You know, you are the only thing. I'm seeing a vision. It's like when they close their eyes, they see your face. When they open their eyes, they see your face. This is how they see you now. They are just, I'm not going to say the word obsessed. They're not obsessed. There's different cards that come out for obsession. But this person is so in love with you that no matter where they go, no matter what they do, they end up seeing you somehow. Either a person looks like you, but they see you. That's how much love there is. And it is very, very much divine. This is divine love. Beautiful. Do I see good intentions that this person is going to have? Do they want a second chance? I do see them. Even though there's restrictions and constraints, I do see them taking action, wanting to move forward, having the courage to do so, despite the constraints. They want to make things right. I hope and pray that that happens, because that is what should happen. Let's have a look at Doreen Virtue's Archangel Answer cards. We have here, get more information. So it appears that, Virgo, some of you might not know the whole story. Okay, so you remember you just had the Eight of Swords, right? So there is something here perhaps that you are not aware of. So get more information about this person. Get more information about the type of situation that you're stuck in, or that they're stuck in. By having this card here, by Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel telling you to get more information, this literally means that you don't have all of the information about this situation. There are a few details that have been left out, and you still need to learn more about certain things in this connection that are causing problems. So get the information that you need. The timing will be perfect. When it happens, it happens. I have given this example before. We make a cake. The ingredients are all there, but we have to wait for the cake to rise. And then finally, there's a time when we're supposed to take it out. If you take it out too soon, you know what happens to the cake. It can get flat. It won't taste the same. It's raw. It's not good. So the timing has to be absolutely perfect for that individual as well as yourself. Only then are things going to be better. Here we also have meditation brings answers. This is you praying to the Christ consciousness. Through Christ you can get to Jehovah. From Jehovah you can call upon Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to guide you and to protect you throughout this entire situation. Meditation is also just simply a prayer. Prayer can literally be a few minutes. It doesn't have to even be like many, many hours. Some people repeat things. You don't have to repeat things. God can hear you the first time. They just want you to say it, okay? There is a peaceful resolution that's going to come about in the future. Very nice. So if there has been some type of upsetness in this connection, it appears that things are going to be more peaceful in the coming future. And now you are being given an opportunity and a chance here to switch paths. Some of you may want to be with this person and some of you may not. Those of you that don't, you are still going to receive opportunities with other individuals out there. Yes, that is my choice card. There's a choice. It's up to you. You do have a choice to be assertive as well with this person. So let this person know, Virgo, what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. Here we also have within the next few weeks. So that's nice. Within the next few weeks, time is fluid. This could be a few months. You will be receiving an opportunity, a divine opportunity. Now the opportunity will be to get more information, as well as to get to that resolution that's going to be peaceful between the both of you. And the opportunity to be assertive. You will be able to let this person know what you are comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. This is all up to you. If you choose to go down this path, this is the reality for you. Or you can jump your reality to another reality, which is simply you making a different choice. That path is already created for you. You just have to take the role on that different path, and you will meet other people. It's already written. You just have to make that choice, and then you take on that role. It's like a script that's already been written. There's a variety of possibilities, endless possibilities and realities and destinies that we have. We can always jump from one branch to the next, and then to the next. Because if it's not one, then it's the other. If it's not the third, it's the fourth. It never stops. Those possibilities are always there, and they're infinite. And there's always stories. The stories are from people that are from our past lives. We all come together because of our past life connections. And like many of you know, I do past life readings. And so I've seen this many times. So many people that come into our lives now are people that we have either had a lack of closure with in a past life, or they simply just loved us so much that they couldn't help and resist. And they decided to ask Archangel Raguel, can I be in this lifetime with this person once again? I love them. They were my husband. They were my wife. I want to be with them again. There's so many possibilities that come out during these past life readings that I do, and they're very beautiful. So, when it says it's up to you, I totally know that it's up to you. Because if it's not one soulmate from this lifetime, it's a soulmate from another lifetime. Don't worry about it. You will still get somebody. There are always possibilities and opportunities, which you have here coming to you in the future. All right, Virgo. That was a very sweet and positive reading. I liked it. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance. Do let me know how things go, guys. Feel free to write in the comments below what all is happening. I'll try my best to reply to as many of you as I can. With the grace of God, there's so many of you now. If I can't, please forgive me. But feel free to talk amongst each other and share information, share ideas, because getting more information also means learning from another person's perspective as well. So that's very helpful. That's also why I just keep the comments open. Let's just talk. All right then. You all take care and stay safe. Bye now.